Hey, it's John and Mike, brew-news.com. And did you know that leading up to the holiday season, our posts about this particular home brewing equipment, like all-in-one brewing vessel, the Pinter, drove a lot of traffic to our site. People are wanting to know more about what these brew dudes thought about the Pinter. Well,
so have at it.
The holiday seasons are over, but we still get more kits from our friends at Pinter. And lo and behold, they have a partnership with BrewDog. BrewDog. BrewDog, I learned about them when I started typing in brew dudes into Google, and that was the first suggested brew D word.
Oh, really?
And I was like, come on, man, what about these brew dudes over here? In any case, they sent us this kit, and as you know, if you're looking to get started in home brewing as a beginner, this is a great way to get started. Lots of kits that are extract based, come in a big package like this. Watch out for the sticky stuff. Certainly, still tastes good.
It can be very sticky.
Very, very bitter. It was a hopped wort for sure. And then mix that with water. The yeast comes in the packet. You let it sit with this particular vessel for 7 to 10 days, whatever you decide to do. And then this here is a hop extract that gets put into the back of it, and it drips in, and then that sits in the vessel to condition. And lo and behold, you have beer all in one in 10 days or so. Just make sure you have space in your refrigerator to put the vessel in. Yeah. That is a portion of the practice that you need to condition it at refrigerator temperatures for a few days before you start.
That's not too bad. It's like the size of 2 gallons of milk or something, right? That's the type of space.
Yeah,
a little shorter than that.
Yep.
Definitely doable.
So this is the kit for the BrewDog Punk IPA. Looking on their site for the US, they say, brace yourself for an audacious onslaught of unapologetic flavors that will rock your taste buds to the core. The commercially available beer is at a 7.5% alcohol. This kit is a little lighter, coming in at 5.8%. So a moderate IPA. Well, this is a West Coast style IPA. Certainly has American hop bittering. I don't think there's any information about the hop varieties that are used, but your citrus, your pine, maybe a little tropical flavors there. They say on the website a lemon dance, a wild tango alongside a kick of bitterness. But lo and behold, it's a West Coast IPA.
Okay.
For all you punk lovers out there.
Yeah. I don't know if I go that far. I would classify this more as I like to think of some of these as like more a modern IPA, modern interpretation of IPA, because to me West Coast just means pine, citrus, dank, resiny, right? That's with a degree of clarity and a degree of like crispness to its malt backbone. Anyway, on this one, I get more of that modern interpretation in the format of actually there's some really interesting like fruit aromas coming out of here. For me, I'm picking up like there's like a guava in there. There's like, at first I thought it was like a watermelon. There's some sort of like, maybe more like green melon and some berry. I don't get like a screaming amount of citrus on it, but then the flavor profile is definitely, there's like a little more bitterness to it. I think that like flowable extract there, I mean, it's definitely like a coating, right? There's like an experience. There's a resiny experience there, not resiny in flavor, just more mouthfeel wise. But it's a little bit more of the fruit. It's a little bit, I guess the flavor's a little dank. It's a little bit pithy, but I think it's still mostly fruity. I think more of that tropical thing. Again, I'm not really getting a screaming amount of maybe like candied lemon, like sweet, like a Meyer lemon or something like that, but not like a Citra lemon. I'm not getting that, right?
Yeah.
That's what
The bitterness is very strong in the aftertaste. I'll tell you that. It's almost like the two flavor experiences with this beer seem very separate from each other.
And maybe that's the West Coast, right, aspect of it?
I think like when I'm in the moment and the top level flavors, I think are very much where you're describing, more of a soft fruity flavor.
Yes,
and then the aftertaste comes through and it's just piney punches of bitterness, and that's what's lingering with me the most with this. And it's not unpleasant. It's just, it seems like it's
unapologetic.
It's a punch. It's a punk punch in the face. Yeah, it's almost like it's a little one-notey to me. You know, it's sort of bitter with not a lot of nuance to it.
Yeah.
And that maybe coming from the
I thought
hopped-ed.
I thought we were over that. Right? I thought we were beyond.
we were
that,
off.
right? You know, I thought that ended in 2005. You know.
Potentially.
Yeah.
But
I will say I think that the fermentation is great.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right? I mean the delivery, for you to bring it over here, I mean it's good. Like this little unit is doing its job.
Yep.
Right? And it's actually making perfectly passable, if not, I would say, aside from like the recipe, right? The critique around the recipe, but the quality of this beer in particular here is above average.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
I'm not going to put it in like a 9.5, but it's
above decent.
It's better than the middle, right?
Yep.
It's a strong 6.5, 7. You know, so if you're just getting into brewing and you're looking for ways to do it, this is a great way to do it.
Yep. So I will just retell this anecdote about the fermentation process with this particular vessel. Because of the winter months that we're in here in the Northern Hemisphere, I did have to move this to our bedroom, my wife and I's bedroom. Yeah. Ooh. Now, where is this turning? So because this has, you know, it's kind of a spunding valve at the back
spooning.
here. Yeah, spooning. So
in the boudoir.
So after, you know, a couple of days, pressure needs to be released. So in the middle of the night, I'd say it's like 3 a.m., suddenly I heard a big psh, and I was like, what is that? And then just like another episode of, so you married a home brewer. My wife's like, you know what that is? It's a stupid pinter. She knew what it was. I didn't. But yeah, that's the situation. So just be wary of that. That gases, CO2, will be released during the fermentation process when you least expect it, or just be. You know, if you're going to have it in your room and you're sleeping, that probably is going to be the time.
That's when it will go. When it will do its thing.
Murphy's Law will tell you that.
Yep.
So thanks. I just needed to share that. It was like, yeah, I got to make sure that gets on YouTube for sure. All right. Another grand adventure with the Pinter. You know, if you have someone who wants to get into home brewing, I hear the hobby is in a decline, but all it takes is something like this to get people into it. And again, from an experienced brewer like myself, it's I'd say 15 minutes of time to get it started, and then, you know, it has an app. It tells you when to move things from stage 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, all the way off to tapping. And so if you're looking for someone who doesn't really know the ropes just yet, this will definitely lead them on the path to greatness.
But I think it shouldn't be understated that even as an experienced home brewer, these types of things, in an age where we're all struggling for time to still make beer and enjoy some aspect of the hobby, this is a great way, even as an experienced brewer, to slip one in when you can't pull the whole system out and do that, right? Yep. This is a great way to just 15, 20 minutes of commitment. There are other companies making similar types of kits. And I think it's just another great tool in your overall thing to keep the hobby alive for you.
Yep, true that. Cool. All right, well, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. We do this kind of thing every single week. For John and Mike, brew-dudes.com. Brew on.
Cheers.